Arcing represents a rare yet potentially devastating occurrence with an electrical switchgear. Its intensity is shaped by several key factors: voltage levels, current magnitude, circuit inductance, and the interrupting device's capability. In a 15 kilovolt switchgear system, the combination of elevated voltage and the potential for substantial current flow elevates the likelihood of a severe arcing event. This arcing can unleash extreme heat and pressure, inflicting harm upon the switchgear and its surrounding components. An automatic transfer switch, or ATS, positioned in close proximity to a 15 kilovolt switchgear faces a heightened risk of damage if an arc flash were to occur. The arc flash can generate a powerful blast wave, intense thermal radiation, and electromagnetic pulses, all of which can compromise the ATS enclosure, internal components, and wiring. The extent of the damage hinges on the magnitude and duration of the arcing incident. Although the probability of an arcing event within a 15 kilovolt switchgear is relatively low, it cannot be entirely dismissed. Several elements can contribute to an increased risk: faulty equipment, inadequate maintenance practices, overloads, and human error. Instances of arcing events in 15 kilovolt switchgear have been documented, revealing substantial damage to nearby equipment. While a specific scenario involving an arc flash damaging an ATS situated in front of a 15 kilovolt switchgear may not be commonplace, it is certainly within the realm of possibility. To mitigate the dangers of arcing events and safeguard neighboring equipment, several preventive steps can be taken. Firstly, implement routine inspection and maintenance procedures for the switchgear. Secondly, consider the utilization of arc-resistant switchgear. Thirdly, install arc flash barriers to provide physical protection. Fourthly, ensure adequate spacing between equipment to minimize the impact of an arc flash. Fifthly, provide comprehensive training to personnel on arc flash safety protocols, empowering them to respond effectively in such situations. The possibility of an arcing incident within a 15 kilovolt switchgear causing damage to an ATS located approximately 5.5 feet away remains relatively low. It is not entirely negligible. The concerns are justified, and it is crucial to implement appropriate measures to minimize the risk and protect nearby equipment. The potential for arcing in electrical systems, particularly in medium voltage switchgear such as 15 kilovolt systems, is a critical safety concern. Understanding the factors contributing to arcing, the potential consequences, and the available mitigation strategies is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical installations. Arcing is essentially a discharge of electrical energy through the air between 2 points with different potentials. This can occur due to various reasons, including insulation failure, contamination, or physical damage to equipment. In switchgear, arcing faults can escalate rapidly, releasing tremendous amounts of energy in the form of heat, pressure, and electromagnetic radiation. Several factors influence the severity of an arcing fault. The voltage level is a primary determinant, as higher voltages create a greater potential difference, leading to more intense arcs. The available fault current also plays a crucial role, as higher currents result in more energy being dissipated in the arc. The impedance of the circuit, including inductance, affects the rate at which the fault current rises and the duration of the arc. Finally, the interrupting capability of the protective devices, such as circuit breakers, determines how quickly the fault can be cleared, limiting the overall energy released. The consequences of arcing faults can be severe. The intense heat generated by the arc can melt conductors, damage insulation, and ignite combustible materials. The rapid expansion of air due to the heat creates a pressure wave that can rupture enclosures and propel fragments of equipment at high speeds. The electromagnetic radiation can disrupt electronic equipment and cause burns. In addition, arcing faults can lead to power outages, equipment downtime, and, in the worst case, injuries or fatalities. An automatic transfer switch, or ATS, is a critical component in many electrical systems, ensuring a seamless transition between power sources in the event of a failure. The proximity of an ATS to medium voltage switchgear poses a risk, as an arcing fault in the switchgear can potentially damage the ATS, compromising its ability to perform its intended function. The blast wave, thermal radiation, and electromagnetic pulses generated by an arc flash can damage the ATS enclosure, internal components, and wiring. This can lead to the failure of the ATS, resulting in a disruption of power to critical loads. While the probability of an arcing event in a properly maintained and operated 15 kV switchgear is relatively low, it is essential to consider the potential consequences and implement appropriate mitigation measures. Factors that can increase the risk of arcing faults include faulty equipment, improper maintenance, overloading, and human error. Regular inspection and maintenance are crucial for identifying and addressing potential problems before they can lead to arcing faults. This includes inspecting insulation for signs of deterioration, tightening connections to prevent loose contacts, and cleaning equipment to remove contaminants. Overloading equipment can stress insulation and increase the risk of failure. Proper load management and the use of appropriately sized equipment can help prevent overloads. Human error, such as incorrect switching procedures or improper handling of equipment, can also contribute to arcing faults. Training personnel on proper procedures and safety protocols is essential for minimizing the risk of human error. Several mitigation strategies can be employed to reduce the risk of arcing faults and minimize their potential consequences. Arc-resistant switchgear is designed to contain the energy of an arc flash, preventing it from escaping and causing damage to surrounding equipment or personnel. These switchgear designs typically incorporate features such as reinforced enclosures, pressure relief vents, and internal barriers to redirect the arc energy. Arc flash barriers can be installed to provide physical protection for equipment and personnel. These barriers are typically made of non-combustible materials and are designed to withstand the pressure and heat generated by an arc flash. Proper spacing of equipment can also help to reduce the risk of damage from arcing faults. Increasing the distance between switchgear and other equipment, such as ATS, can reduce the impact of the blast wave, thermal radiation, and electromagnetic pulses. In addition to these physical mitigation measures, it is also essential to implement administrative controls, such as arc flash safety programs and personal protective equipment requirements. Arc flash safety programs should include procedures for identifying arc flash hazards, assessing the risk, and implementing appropriate safety measures. Personal protective equipment, such as arc-rated clothing and face shields, can protect personnel from the thermal and blast effects of an arc flash. The concerns regarding the potential for an arcing event in 15 kV switchgear to damage a nearby ATS are valid. While the probability of such an event is relatively low, the potential consequences are severe. By implementing appropriate mitigation measures such as using arc-resistant switchgear, installing arc flash barriers, and providing adequate spacing, the risk can be significantly reduced. Regular inspection and maintenance, proper load management, and training personnel on arc flash safety protocols are also essential for preventing arcing faults and ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. The assessment of arc flash hazards and the selection of appropriate personal protective equipment should be based on a thorough arc flash study which calculates the potential incident energy at various locations within the electrical system. This information can then be used to determine the appropriate level of protection required for personnel working in those areas. The use of technology, such as remote racking devices and infrared scanning, can also help to reduce the risk of arc flash incidents. Remote racking devices allow personnel to operate circuit breakers from a safe distance, minimizing their exposure to arc flash hazards. Infrared scanning can be used to identify hot spots in electrical equipment, which can be an indication of loose connections or other problems that could lead to arcing faults. In conclusion, the potential for arcing in 15 kV switchgear to damage a nearby ATS is a legitimate concern that should be addressed through a combination of physical mitigation measures, administrative controls, and the use of technology. By taking these steps, the risk of arc flash incidents can be significantly reduced, protecting personnel, equipment, and the continuity of electrical power. It is also important to consult with qualified electrical engineers and safety professionals to ensure that the appropriate mitigation measures are implemented and that the electrical system is designed and operated in accordance with applicable codes and standards. Furthermore, ongoing training and education are crucial for keeping personnel up to date on the latest arc flash safety practices and technologies. By fostering a culture of safety and continuous improvement, the risk of arc flash incidents can be minimized, creating a safer and more reliable electrical environment. The authority having jurisdiction, or OJ, plays a crucial role in ensuring the safety of electrical installations. The AHA is responsible for enforcing applicable codes and standards, such as the National Electrical Code, or NEC, and for verifying that electrical systems are designed, installed, and operated in accordance with these requirements. The AHA concern regarding the potential for an arcing event in 15 kilovolt switchgear to damage a nearby ATS is based on their understanding of the potential hazards and the need to protect personnel and equipment. The AHA may require specific mitigation measures to be implemented, such as the use of arc-resistant switchgear or the installation of arc flash barriers to address the identified risks. It is important to work closely with the AHA to understand their requirements and to ensure that the electrical system complies with all applicable codes and standards. This collaboration will help to ensure the safety and reliability of the electrical installation and to protect personnel from the hazards of arc flash. The NEC provides specific requirements for arc flash hazard assessments and the selection of personal protective equipment. Section 110.16 requires that electrical equipment be marked with a warning label indicating the potential arc flash hazard and the required level of personal protective equipment. Section 130.5 provides detailed requirements for conducting arc flash hazard assessments and for selecting appropriate personal protective equipment. These requirements are based on the potential incident energy at various locations within the electrical system, which is calculated using industry standard methods. The NEC also provides requirements for arc flash mitigation, such as the use of arc-resistant switchgear and the installation of arc flash barriers. These requirements are intended to reduce the risk of arc flash incidents and to protect personnel from the hazards of arc flash. In addition to the NEC, other standards, such as those published by the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE, provide guidance on arc flash hazard assessment and mitigation. IEE Standard 1584 provides a method for calculating arc flash incident energy and for determining the appropriate level of personal protective equipment. These standards are widely used by electrical engineers and safety professionals to ensure the safety of electrical installations. The information regarding the equivalent of 1.76 sticks of dynamite is a qualitative assessment of the potential energy released during an arcing event. While it is difficult to directly correlate the energy of an arc flash to the explosive power of dynamite, this comparison highlights the significant amount of energy that can be released during an arcing fault. This energy can cause significant damage to equipment and can pose a serious threat to personnel. It is important to recognize the potential for such a catastrophic event and to take appropriate measures to mitigate the risk. Documented cases of arcing events in medium voltage switchgear demonstrate the potential for significant damage to equipment and injury to personnel. These incidents underscore the importance of implementing appropriate arc flash safety measures and of maintaining electrical equipment in good working order. Lessons learned from these incidents can be used to improve arc flash safety practices and to prevent future incidents. The specific situation of an arc flash damaging an ATS located in front of a 15 kilovolt switchgear may not be common, but it is not impossible. The potential for such an event should be considered during the design and operation of electrical systems, and appropriate mitigation measures should be implemented to protect the ATS and other critical equipment. The location of the ATS in relation to the switchgear is an important factor to consider. If the ATS is located close to the switchgear, it is more likely to be damaged by an arcing event. Increasing the distance between the ATS and the switchgear can reduce the risk of damage. The use of physical barriers, such as concrete walls or steel enclosures, can also help to protect the ATS from the effects of an arc flash. In addition to these physical measures, it is also important to implement administrative controls, such as limiting access to the switchgear area and providing training to personnel on arc flash safety procedures. These controls can help to prevent arcing incidents and to minimize the potential for damage to equipment and injury to personnel. The ongoing maintenance and testing of electrical equipment are essential for preventing arcing faults and ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. Regular inspections should be conducted to identify potential problems such as loose connections, damaged insulation, and corroded components. Testing should be performed to verify the proper operation of protective devices such as circuit breakers and fuses. Any problems identified during inspections or testing should be promptly addressed to prevent them from escalating into arcing faults. The use of predictive maintenance techniques, such as infrared thermography and vibration analysis, can also help to identify potential problems before they lead to failures. These techniques can detect abnormal temperatures or vibrations in electrical equipment, which can be an indication of loose connections, worn bearings, or other problems. By addressing these problems early, the risk of arcing faults can be reduced. In summary, the potential for arcing in 15 kilovolt switchgear to damage a nearby ATS is a legitimate concern that should be addressed through a comprehensive approach that includes physical mitigation measures, administrative controls, ongoing maintenance and testing, and the use of technology. By taking these steps, the risk of arc flash incidents can be significantly reduced, protecting personnel, equipment, and the continuity of electrical power.